Welcome back to Good Morning Dubai. Our next guest is the Managing Director of Coaching and Mentoring Middle East. Joe Simpson has a wealth of experience in the corporate world, and as we seem to spend more time at work struggling to keep to deadlines and the targets, Joe can help to focus on finding the right balance with work-life balance coaching. Joe, welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
So tell us about how you got into this work-life balance and keeping the balance, finding out what is the balance.
In a nutshell, it was from not having any in my own life. It goes back to, I've been living in Dubai now and running the company out here for 2 years. Prior to that, I was working in London as a global training manager, and to everybody else, it was, Joe's got a great job, she's flying around the world, seeing people, America, came to Dubai quite a lot, Singapore, but I didn't have any time for family and friends. Health was suffering, I wasn't getting exercise and going to the gym because I was continually on the move. But I was working in the industry that I'm passionate about, which is people development. From a company point of view, there's two sides to this. There's a responsibility on the employer, but also the employee. And it comes down to people taking choice and making priorities. We can get caught up and keep going and going and going and don't take time to sit back and look at, well, what's happening? What's important to me? And one of the areas that I would start off with when I'm addressing it with other companies or individuals is what matters most to you in your life. What's your priority, and what is it that you're planning around that? Because we can get, oh, you know, I need to be in the office 10, 12 hours a day because of perceptions. I need to be seen to be there. I'm not effective when I'm there. It's to look at how people can take choices for themselves. So they might be working long hours, but by taking one small step to improve what it is they do out of work and prioritising that, OK, on this night a week, that is my plan and I'm sticking to it, and not letting anything else get in the way. So it's not a case of saying, let's change everybody's hours till 8 till 2 or 9 to 5. Some people thrive on working 12 hours a day.
And of course, like you say, I mean, a lot of it, I suppose, here, when you've got so little time, comes down to organisation. If you do plan, even if it's something small like getting your clothes out the night before to give you extra time doing this, there are ways of making those differences, even though people might think, oh, no, it doesn't. But little things, as you say.
Absolutely, little things. And it's all about taking those first steps. And the first steps will build up momentum to bigger changes. And you get benefits all round because people in an office are feeling more confident, more productive because they're doing things for themselves as well. So they're likely to be more productive during office hours, which has a win-win benefit for organisation and employee.
Joe, you've mentioned several other countries where you've worked and you've travelled, and you've mentioned the fast pace of Dubai.
Yes.
Some of these other countries, they have regulatory boards that make sure that employee rights are in place and the employers are taken care of as well. How do you deal with that here in Dubai?
Okay, that's a really good question, because historically my background of working on this was London prior to being here 2 years ago, and there's a lot of regulations there from the health and safety executive, of which there aren't out here. You've also got the added issues here that people's work is tied to their visas. So it's, you know, I have to work, otherwise I'll lose my visa and move out of the country. So it's ideally here, the ideal first step is to get buy-in from the senior management that by promoting this throughout the company is going to be a benefit all round, and getting people to understand what the words work-life balance are. I mean, I've been asked by some companies not to use that word. Sometimes I've called the workshops Getting the Balance Right. Different wordings. Really doesn't matter what you call it, the fundamental issues are still there. So it is getting the buy-in all round. And I would start off by running a half-day workshop or a seminar to senior management to let them see that by rolling out these workshops, these programmes or initiatives with their staff, that they ultimately will get benefits, because you've got people taking more responsibility, feeling better about themselves, they will work better.